Happy Pride Month to everybody. I just wanted to talk a little bit about Pride Month, what it means to me, and just a little historical context of why we celebrate Pride. What's the celebration for? A lot of people really don't get it. A lot of people are annoyed by it, I notice. I mean, a lot of these people can be bigots, but there is a thing called rainbow capitalism that is just out to exploit the LGBTQ plus community. I suppose some of it can be used to create awareness and community, but a lot of it is just toxic pandering, and a lot of us can recognize that, and it's off-putting, right? But it's much greater than anything rainbow capitalism could ever offer anyone. So it's okay to be upset with rainbow capitalism, okay? Because we understand what pride means. We understand that this is a celebration of life, of life and thriving in this life, not just existing, thriving, because we can look at history and we can look at the present. Like right now, 71 countries have homosexuality criminalized under their country's laws. 71 current countries. Okay, we still have a lot of progress to go here, folks, which is why Pride exists, which is why the visibility is so high, which is why we give it a whole month, because dozens and dozens of countries are criminalizing people for being who they are. We can't accept that. I don't care where you are. I don't care who you are. If you are a freedom-loving person, if you care about freedom and liberty and the pursuit of happiness in this world, you will be on the side of the LGBTQ plus community. Full stop. You have to realize that this is about personal freedom, personal liberty, in the pursuit of happiness in an individual's life, and a community's life, collectively, of course. But we can look back historically and just see how bad it was. Like, I'm thinking about World War II. I'm thinking about the Third Reich. I'm thinking my parents were alive. They're still alive right now. God bless them. They were toddlers when Hitler was in power. When Hitler sent tens of thousands of the LGBTQ plus community to concentration camps to die of exhaustion, and the ones who didn't die of exhaustion in the camps died in places like Auschwitz. My parents are still alive today, and that was in their lifetime. This is recent history that was visited at one time, less than 100 years ago, on the LGBTQ plus community. It's not that long ago. They were sending gay people to death camps and to the gas chamber. This is why we celebrate Pride, because we've beat that now. We're past that now. We still have a lot of ways to go. Like I said, the 71 countries across the world have a lot of progress to do. It's not done. It's not over. Gay marriage was legalized in America in 2015. That's less than 10 years ago. Progress is happening, but it's so new. It's in its infancy. To give up the push forward now is ridiculous. We're not out of the woods here. So to keep these celebrations alive, to keep this awareness alive, to keep the spirit of progress in this world alive, to keep the spirit of love and acceptance alive, we're not gonna put a doorstop on that. It's still going. It's still growing. It still has room to grow. it still has progress to be made. And right now, we're looking at a 6-3 Christo-fascist supermajority on the Supreme Court of the United States that is hell-bent on overturning gay marriage in the United States. That's on their agenda. That is on the docket. They might not say it. They might not admit to it right now. But it's three things. Abortion, which they've accomplished. They overturned Roe and Dobbs. Contraception, 2, is the second thing. They're working on that now. And 3 will be gay marriage. So we have to keep the fight going. We have to keep the awareness going. We have to keep the celebration going. We have to keep people stoked for pride and for the freedom that we're still fighting for. Okay? There's so much work to be done. So when people are just befuddled and annoyed, I get it. It can be there. I get it. But they don't really understand why. A lot of them don't. They're just reactionaries and they're just like, get this out of my face. They don't understand why. They don't understand history. They don't understand the dark history, the persecution, the ongoing persecution of today. They don't contextualize these things. They don't understand these things. They're historically ignorant of these things. So I hope if you're watching this and you've been ignorant, you're not ignorant. You understand the historical context to a small degree. You understand that progress is still happening and still needs to be made. These people's lives have to be at the forefront of our political movements to make sure that what happened during World War II and in the 71 countries around the world right now isn't happening in the United States. Okay? I'll speak for my country. I don't know what country you're from. I'll speak for my country. We don't want that regression. And we're looking at it, like I said, with the 6-3 Supreme Court that is hell-bent on Christo-fascist dominance in the United States right now. They're going to set us back 100 years. The progress we've made with women's rights, with gay rights, with personal freedoms and personal liberties, they're going to set us back hundreds of years because they want a certain country. They want it to look a certain way. They want it to act a certain way. These are the people my whole life who have talked to me about freedom and liberty, denying people freedom and liberty that they disagree with. Man, the hypocrisy, you can see it from the moon with the naked eye. It is so apparent. They're not even couching it. They're not cloaking it. They're not trying to hide it in any way, shape, or form. They're saying, this is what we want. We want to be the tyrants in your life who control your reproductive rights, who you can and can't marry, your right to have a child or not, control your own body. These people, they're not even cloaking it anymore. It's out in the open. It's a full-on power grab. They're not subtle in the least. They're saying, hey, look, this is who we are, and this is what's going to happen. And if you're not paying attention, you're just going to be like, wow, I wasn't paying attention and I lost my rights. Well, those days are over, folks. They have to be over. Anyways, I hope you guys have a lovely Pride Month. My hair's looking pretty rad. Someone said I was bald. I got that in the video. It's like, yeah, whatever, dude. You wearing a hat because you're bald. I ain't bald, bro. This bald to you, bro? Ain't bald, bro. So I put my hair down. I hope you have a lovely Pride Month. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're queer, if you're here and queer. If you're not, that's fine too. But I'm glad you're here. And the progress we have to make, we're going to make together. And we're not going to give up. You're not going to give up. I'm not going to give up. We're going to go forward together and try to make a better and inclusive world, even if it's just one lonesome video at a time. I got 30 views on my videos. They've blocked all my views. They've taken me off the algorithm. I don't know if I'll ever build this channel ever again. I built it up to almost 2,000 people, but they've taken me off the algorithm. But even if it's just me and you, I'm on your side. I celebrate Pride with you. I celebrate your life. I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad you've decided to stay, because I understand the mental health side of things and how overwhelming it is for you. And it's just, it can get to you and take you dark places. And I'm glad you've chosen to stay here with us. So let me know how you're doing in the comments. I'd like to hear from you.